requested a meeting with you, and I'm happy you accepted and we can meet today. I wanted to discuss with you about the two employees you just hired recently without like letting the personal team know. Could you like tell me a bit further on that?
Yes, I did. I did hire two people, as I've been doing for the last 5 years, because we needed to get the ball rolling on some things. And unfortunately, I know I told you last year that we would that my group would go ahead and try and work through personnel in order to get new interns. But unfortunately, your deadlines were not meshing with my deadline. So I had to do what I had to do and hire these two new people. Um, I apologize, but I couldn't wait until May to August in order to get these people on. And plus, you were planning on putting all of your people through some kind of orientation. I needed these interns immediately. So that's why I had to move out the way I did.
Okay, so Stokes, now the only problem is because we're not informed, we already have 10 interns that we budgeted for. That's the amount of interns we budgeted for. And we already have 10 interns that we already gave the job to, because your department informed us that we're not going to need any interns. So we already gave it to other departments, and now we have 10 spaces already filled. So
two interns per department. So
yeah, but your department said they didn't want any interns. So it kind of crossed them out of it, and another department took those spaces.
Oh, well, that's not good because we need these people. Right now, my crew is never usually behind. We're on the money with the majority of the work that we do. And right now, if I don't get this project done in the next 3 months, it's going to cost the company $20,000 per month, and I really need to get these people in sooner than later. So I'm really trying to stop the company from hemorrhaging at the seams here. And we need to stop the bleeding. And I really need you to be able to pay these two people. I don't know what notices that you received that I have not included interns in my budget for this year, for this quarter, but that's not true. There are no papers signed off on that said that I don't get any interns. I'm not going above or beyond the normal things that are due to my my company here.
Last year, we were informed that the engineering department was not going to make use of any interns. And like other people in the company are also very aware of it, which is why we already got the 10 people and given them the jobs. And now it's a bit messy because they're representing their universities, and the company is working well with their universities. So it's kind of bad on our reputation too if we take the letters away from them. But I think we can meet a mutual ground where we pay them like on the side. There's money for like temporary like workers that come to the company. We could put that for the two people you have hired. We can do that for them, while we're gonna give them like the temporary money on the side that's for temporary workers that the personnel department has.
Well, I appreciate whatever you can do because I have already hired these people. So I appreciate you even considering working with me to get this done, because respectfully, it's already done and they've been hired and they actually want to work here after the internship. This is just not a fly-by-night thing. And we've had problems with a lot of interns that personnel has been bringing aboard, onboarding these people, and they have really no interest, okay? Their Hasidity lifestyle with their high GPAs coming from the good schools, and they have no intentions for even pushing forward to make this company grow. They're here living off their daddy's dime with their high GPA, and they're trying to get by. I have people who are coming from the inner city who have been trying to find good jobs. They may not have the highest GPA, but their work ethic is strong. Their work ethic is strong. Anybody that I've brought to this company has been of value. So if you look at my track record, you see the types of people that I bring in. And I promise you that they will perform, because we're looking for performers. We're not looking for people who are just going to come in and slack off, and just because they have high GPAs that they think that they can get by, and they're not doing a good job.
Okay, so I do understand where you're coming from, and I do agree with that. But at the same time, we still want people. Every university has a qualification for GPAs, so I'll say GPA is still very important. But I also think we should be working with every department for their own, interviews, where when we're interviewing people, the departments are present because they know what they want in their person. They know the type of questions they're going to ask. So I think it's better we work hand in hand instead of you just hiring someone without letting us know. Because if that person does anything wrong, it comes back to the personnel team. So I think the best thing would be for both of us. We're in the same meeting, other people there, and we're going to question this person. And you have the questions for engineering that pass through. We have the personnel questions, the personnel questions we're going to ask them. So I think if we're working together hand in hand, that is more of the structure of the company, because everything has structure. We can't just hire people because, the people we're bringing in are not what the engineering company wants. We need to work hand in hand, not as a separated group, to hire these interns.
Okay. Well, Bennett, I hear you. The only thing is, your deadlines are not competing with my deadlines. And this by the book structure, I hear you. I understand. There are rules and regulations. But your subordinate, Lexington, he's doing everything by the book. Case in point, he is a by the book person. If you take those books away, he can't think his way out of a paper bag. Okay? So we need to be able to broaden our horizons and broaden our mindset so that we can bring in people who are absolutely going to assist. I hear you with the universities, and I hear you trying to help work this out with me, but it's still, your deadlines are 3 months away. I need to work with something now. So please, I'm just asking you, let's get these 2 interns paid. Let's see if we can even get them hired on. And then from this point forward, just so we can stop the hemorrhaging right now, from this point forward, I will try my best, because I've been given permission from upper management to hire as well for the last 5 years. So it's not like I'm trying to step on your toes. It's not. But I need these people. The company needs these people. We work for the same company. So I just want to ensure that they will get paid. And then you and I can plan for the future of anybody coming in. Please.
They will get paid with the money on the side for the personnel team. That's for temporary workers. They will get paid for that section as their own personal internship. That's one. But the 10 students we already hired, they're going to be paid with the budget that was given to us.
Okay.
I think that's, and for the time frame in which maybe one is a bit too late. We do it also because of the school system and when school closes, which I understand is behind for your projects, which is why I've decided that we're going to share it into 2. Some people will be hired earlier into the year. Some people will be hired during summer, just to make it more of a middle thing.
Okay.
Some interns and departments will be hired. Departments that have high deadlines will be hired earlier, early to the day your deadlines are about to come. And the ones who need people later will be hired during the summertime like we usually have. So it's going to be a 5 and a 5 internship team.
Listen, I'm just saying, my crew produces. I've had 2 projects that went over budget in the last quarter. That's not me. That's not my work. I cannot have this happen again. So this is the only reason that I went the road that I've traveled in hiring these 2 people. I left it up to Lexington. He couldn't even bring people in. He's telling me I had to wait. So that is the only reason I went on ahead and did that. So if you can please just understand that I have this job in the palm of my hand, and I cannot let it fall. I can't have 3 projects late. I can't. I mean, I was already up in arms that I had those 2. So I don't want to go through this road again. I do not want to cross this road again. And I really needed those people.
I understand. We're gonna keep them, but I'm hoping it doesn't repeat itself. I'm hoping we can talk first before these people are hired, just so it doesn't become a bigger issue. Because what if we didn't have that budget and people are already hired? It's gonna cause a whole different type of complication in the company, and it's gonna be more money. That means we're gonna still have to spend more money, which the company does not want. So I'm hoping from like now on we can agree on something. They're gonna get paid, but the issue is we have to discuss before anyone else is like put for an internship, and that's for next year. We just need to make sure we're working hand in hand. And I think the best thing would be to put it in a contract, just so nothing is like, we can't just like say with our mouths. We need to do it with like actions more. Our words are not enough, so I think we would also need to put it in contract just to finalize it, just to make sure everything is on paper.
Okay, I understand. You know, I mean, I'm glad we can come to this arrangement. You know, you're a director of personnel. I am a senior director of my department of engineering. I am glad that we can actually come together to try and work together, because this really means a lot. You know, I really need you to focus on the vision and the mission of this organization so that we can work together to try and make it what it is.
Well, yeah, I think that's a pretty good deal we have right there. I'm just hoping it doesn't happen again, because at the same time, people will say, "Oh, you guys are breaking the laws. You're doing whatever you feel like." You know what I mean? And we also don't want the company to have like a whole reputation going on between like business people in the same company. Everyone is just like turning heads and say, "Oh, this person is doing this and this person is doing that." We don't want that. We want to be a united front. So I'm hoping that we can do that and just work further.
Stokes, thank you. I really appreciate it.